How's it going, everyone? My name is Cornchip, and welcome back to Code of the Black Knights. We're in an interlude right now as we travel on the sea. This is gonna be my last chance to stock up on stuff, which this episode's probably gonna be like a frickin' 20 minutes of me just floundering around figuring out inventory stuff, which I could cut out, but who knows, we'll see. I do have some people I can talk to, including a dead guy. I already talked about this last episode, but wow, it's Hall all grown up, even though he should be dead. So that's fun. Yeah, I think I was upset about losing the Killer Lance at the time. And the only heavy spear I think I've ever had. But anyway, before I get started, I'm gonna do my full transparency and say, I'm recording this directly after the last one, so there still might be a weird cut for a phone call. I said in the last episode, I called a guy, and he was like, can I call you back in a few minutes? And never did, and it's someone I need to talk to. And now it's been 2.5 hours, and I still haven't heard. So he could call me at any point, I guess. And then also just transparency that I might not get any of your feedback for a while as far as these videos, because I'm going to record a lot in bulk just because I think I've hopefully mentioned it in another video, but I'm getting married, and that's actually coming up pretty soon, and I took a week off of work where I'm just going to hang out, kind of have a honeymoon, but we're not going on vacation. We're just going to chill at home because me and my fiance are shut-ins, so we like being at home. But either way, I don't even want to record during that time, even though that will be a good time to do it. I would rather just have a lot of bulk recorded so I don't have to worry about it during that week off. So yeah, a lot of this is going to be pre-recorded, so I probably won't see any feedback for a while. Yeah, we also just lost Cecil, we lost Maria a while ago, and they were both to pretty bullshit Fog of War stuff. Obviously I can accept some blame to those because I could have thrown torches out, I could have increased my visibility, but I'm still pretty mad about both of them, honestly. But anyway, I'm finally gonna get started with this chill chapter where I just get to run around doing whatever I feel like doing. I'm gonna go ahead and drop all of these off and then go ahead and grab the member card and then I guess the red gems so we can sell those. And let's talk to the dead guy first because I'm very curious on why you're here. Commander, didn't see you there. Time sure flies, doesn't it? Feels like yesterday when you died, when you were helping us escape Kong. It feels like a weird, surreal dream. This is real, right? Because this is just another of those hallucinations that I'm going to punch you in the face so hard you'll actually feel it. Haha, guess there's nothing I can do to convince you. Yes, that was the first time, doesn't it? It feels like we ran away for an eternity. At least, we don't need to hide anymore. Our knight's honor is restored. Well, mostly. Too much has changed. But I'm glad to have participated in this whole mess. Here, my mother gave me this when I joined the army, so I wouldn't forget her, but you probably need it more than me. Okay, so we can increase someone's resistance, that's cool. Now, could you please leave me? I need some time to think. Of course, anything you need, Hall. Thanks. Well, like I said, you're supposed to be dead, but thank you for giving me an item from beyond the grave. Good luck, that's all, Commander. Thanks, dude. Turn end. Next, we talk to Rose. Hey, Rose, any news? Yes, fortunately. I accompanied Liam during our last outing to get supplies. I made a general check, and while our ship has certainly attracted looks, most of them have no clue that we're from Kong. Most? Yes, if they get an idea on us, we're in trouble. Let's pray that does not happen. Okay. Over to Lowell. Also, I don't like that I can still talk to you even though I can't talk to these two, but whatever. Hey Noir, here to help me train? Maybe next one. Do you train all the time? Only when I have free time. I have big shoes to fill. Once the war is over, it'll be hard to rise through the ranks. So, I'll have to earn my place through merit alone. I hope I'm up to the task. Okay, just making sure I've exhausted whatever he needed to say. I'm assuming this is Mithra over here. Noir, I wanted to see you. Have you read the scriptures I gave you? Look, I have a lot of respect for you, but I already told you 1,000 times. I don't believe in God. That is not true. You have experienced his power firsthand. At this point, denying his existence is as pointless as denying the existence of the world beyond Lumet, and you know this. And you keep mentioning him too. Oh God, this! God help us, that. My parents were religious, that's just what I picked up. Fine, you're right. I never actually thought that. It is pointless to deny it. It's just... I just don't want to accept there is out there a being so powerful and yet so apathetic to everything going on in the world. If he can stop all of this, why doesn't he move a finger? I'm not asking you to accept his every action. I'm simply asking you to convince yourself he is both real and is not against us. I don't know, I've seen... Mithra? Mithra, are you alright? Mithra, can you answer me? Yes, everything is alright. I can even get up by myself. See? Mithra, the symptoms of your infusion have worsened. What happened? I thought I could handle it properly. But it seems I have more demons within myself than I anticipated. That reminds me, I have still duties in the deck. I will report to stores now. Mithra, you just... we have to end the war now. There's no telling for how long she can withstand this pressure. Yeah, I agree, especially because I kind of thought she was supposed to die with the infusion thing. Anyway, I believe Anna down here should be the secret shop, so good thing I have a member's card. Oh, sure enough. Nope, I don't want to buy yet. Let's go sell. Oh god, I have over 100,000 gold. Okay, so the only thing I like here is Levin Sword so far. Purge Tomes could be nice. The hell is this? Who can use this? Angelic Robes is interesting. I wouldn't mind some of those for Noir because of how little HP she has. Hoplin Shields could be good too. I'm not gonna buy anything yet though. Oops, sorry Anna. I don't know why I'm apologizing to you, I didn't do anything. Okay, so let's check out these. Other than maybe some Restore Staves, I don't know how much I care about any... Oh, shoot. So I can just buy a lot of stuff here. A lot of, stat boosts. That's the term. Okay, Master Sword could be good. Master Spear could be good. Great Bow's not bad. Silver Knife, great for, what's her face? Okay, anyway, so I only have 93 slots, so I need to, like, sell some stuff. Like, I don't need this. That could be good for somebody, but I don't know who. I probably don't need all these javelins. I have a lot of axes I'm not using. Probably don't need a steel bow with 2 durability. Probably don't need a rescue with 1 durability, even though rescues are very useful. I definitely don't need the unlock staves. That rescue might be a mistake, but I did it anyway. Okay, so... yeah, I don't think I need these unlocks. At this point, I think I can get rid of my keys. Like, I don't need those. Sorry, this is, like I said, this is gonna be like 20 minutes of me just doing stuff I should probably cut out, but also probably won't cut out. You guys get to see me do inventory management. Yay! At this point, I don't need the crests and the Elysian Whip, right? Like, no one else is promoting. Although I do keep getting people killed. So I will leave them for a bit while I sell other things instead. Let's be real, I'm probably never ever gonna use these. Even though they are useful things. I've had them like basically all game and have yet to use them. Nope, the supply. It's not that hard. Could probably sell these elixirs. I don't know if I need a supply whisper, but I also don't know if I can sell it. Am I gonna use another flyer? Like, there's Rowling, there's that one chick with the blue hair, I think. I don't think I need a laser whip. We can sell all these. Okay, so I need to decide if there's anything I'm actually going to buy. I probably don't need this. I'm gonna double check these again. Probably, do I need an iron axe? Is anybody that low in proficiency? I don't know, man. These are fine. These are fine. These are fine. Probably don't need this. Even though if I want Noir to build up light, then I could, but whatever. And then, like, I don't know. If I were to bring on somebody else to the team, they'd probably have to be a promoted unit already, right? Like, if I brought on someone who wasn't already promoted, I feel like that'd be a problem. So let's sell these, and that's probably the last I'm going to do for selling, and then I just need to figure out what the hell I'm going to buy. Oh, I could have actually looked at the buy menu, and I didn't. Okay, so, time to plan here. I don't really know if there's anything I want from this, except maybe the Master Spear for Josephine, because I just like it for her. But honestly, I don't think Zero needs anything bow-wise. I could probably get a great bow if I really was just wanting to keep him, like, solid. That's the word. Silver knives might not be a bad idea for Hazel, because she goes through those pretty quick. Or at least she has the potential to. But I don't really think I want any more swords. And then here... like, maybe the Purge Tomes. Oh, they aren't even here. They're in the secret shop. We can get defense, strength, and resistance. Resistance might not be a bad idea, because I seem to struggle with magic, or at least be scared of it a lot. And then here, like, Levin Sword might be bad. Might not be bad. These might not be bad for... what's his face? Why can't I think of his name? Oliver. I guess, yeah, this is dark, so, like, I could use it on Noir, but eh. Okay, so I'm gonna buy some of these. And Noir is absolutely gonna use like 2 of them. Is that overkill? 37 HP? I honestly don't think so. Oh, that uses her turn. That makes sense, but also I'm annoyed. Okay, that's pretty good HP now. 47? That's solid. I have 25 spots, which I don't plan on necessarily filling that up. I think 11 Sword's good. I think a Meteor and a Purge would be good. I guess a Shadow Shot for, like, Sei wouldn't be bad. That's not bad either, but whatever. And then... I wouldn't mind these since I'm scared of crits all the time. Get some more of those. And then... I think I'm just gonna spend the rest on stat boosts, because... I don't care about getting, like, super strong weapons. I already have a decent amount. Were there anything in these ones I wanted? I don't really care about these tomes very much. Probably need a restore staff. Wouldn't mind more physics. I don't know how much I need defense and strength. I feel like a lot of people are like maxing those. Resistance, I feel like is useful because of how scared I am of magic all the time. Okay, I'm at 30,000. I'm gonna hold off now to check the other store, because I already don't remember what's in there. And if anybody frowns on my decisions, I probably agree with you. Okay, I wanted the Master Spear. So we're already going to buy that. And then, other than that, though, another Great Bow. Just in case I run out with 0. And then some Silver Knives for Hazel. Tomahawk's not really bad for Shores, honestly. Short Spear is probably not a bad idea for... oh, but Master Spear is a better version of Short Spear, even though it's way more expensive. But that was kind of a waste. I think I'm going to spend the rest on stat boosts. Got 16,000 left. We're just going to go here and get more talismans, and then I think that might be it. Actually, you know what? Let's get one of these, and then one Dragon Shield. And then, can I afford anything else here? I mean, fuck it. Alright, time to leave. I don't think I need the member card, so I could probably sell it, but whatever. And then even though I'm going to have to do inventory management later, I'll go ahead and... Oh, I almost filled up. That scared me a little bit. So we had these, and... I had a Hopland Shield, and then I had a Javelin. You can't even use Master Spears, so... I guess that wasn't a horrible call. I didn't buy any Javelins. They weren't even for sale. Really good at speaking. Let's leave. We are done. Call it a day? Yeah. Time to head back to the chambers then. What the? This is impossible. You're that girl, the one that keeps showing up everywhere. Shores, are you sure we're seeing the same guy? What? No way, what the hell? What do you mean? It's Narita, the girl we met at the church. What? No, it's Adrian, don't you see him? Maybe, but not the Adrian you know. I think you will understand sooner or later, but you see, the problem is that I don't know how much time do we have. The world will not allow two of me to exist in this state, so the priorities go first. What priorities? I'll be straightforward with you. You have entered a path which end neither you nor I can see clearly. One that will bring great suffering, but also might save LeMay. There is one problem, however. Huh? You will face the Arcana horde, however, and its leader is a foul being, a weapon created from the Rune of Embers itself. Therefore, without the Rune of Embers, you do not stand a chance. Tough luck. We only have 3 of the 4 shards, and the last one is in Weisold. Besides, even if we had them all, they're still just that, shards. But what else can we do? We need to try. We cannot afford to sit down and stay cozy, while the world comes to an end. I was hoping you could say that. You see, I have watched your journey from the very beginning, and I know that your heart is in the right place. You will be tempted, but you would never misuse its power. So I made a decision, but are you ready to accept its consequence? I'm not sure what you're talking about. But if you're really sure it will help us save the world, you know damn well I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Good. How about you, Noir? This fate is greater than us. We are merely humans, and we are fighting against something that is not. We need the power that our bonds grant each other, but we also need all the help we can get. I won't let anyone die. I'm in. So be it then. Please, hand over the shards of the Rune of Embers. Oh, is this why it was telling me I need to use them? Because did I just, lose them now? We'll find out. Here, what are you going to do with them? With what little power I have left, I will perform a miracle. The shards still have their full power, but we do not have all of them. Perhaps my own will suffice. You can do that? I call upon Naga strength, whose blood gives birth. Manifest. Unbelievable. Here it is. Go ahead, take it. You will need its power to save the world. I'm not sure. What if we lose our minds? I assure you, you will not. Please take it. So long as you are the ones to use it, you do not need to fear the consequences. I have completed the verification process, milady. He says the truth. The rune is linked to Shores and you now. This is my gift to you, the power of the Fire Emblem. Wow! The Legendary Rune of Embers allows for every promotion including Shores and Noir, unbreakable. I have room in my convoy, right? I think I do. This was a very tiring session. I will need to rest for the day. I hope I'll be seeing you around soon. Just Who are you, Adrian? Haha, that is a question for another day. But I want to know now! Anyway, time for chapter 27, Arcana Horde. Let me crack open a cold one real quick while the loading screen's going, or the transition screen. We have a ballista. Good to know, 4 days to arrival. I've been thinking a lot lately, how everyone must be doing. It's not like you at all. But yeah, hopefully everything has gone well. We did leave a defensive force with most of the army there. Remember, if anything, they have more advantage than us. Say, Shores, have you ever heard the term Shadowbrand? No, but at least the situation is not as horrible as we are used to. Nope. It's actually even worse. What's wrong? Sorry to leave you hanging. I need to check it further. Check what? Liam, wait! Liam is right. There's not much time and still much to explain. Adrian, you finally woke up. Listen, the Rune of Embers is the most powerful of all holy runes, but it would soon have faded from this world. That is, until I made both of you its vessel and channeler. Oh. You did what? A vessel is a living counterpart of the holy rune. They become a manifestation of the rune's power in human form. Its channeler is the one best suited to use it. With enough preparation, anyone can use a holy rune, but only the channeler can use it without fear of consequence. And without either vessel or channeler, the rune fades into oblivion. And the link is irreversible. Was the King of Zoila's death one of these consequences? Yes, I wish we could have prevented it, but enough about the past. I believe you two are the most suited for this task. Why us, though? Shores von Albertheim. You were descended from the previous vessel of the Rune of Guardians. What? A Hadaric, as you might have heard. A heroic figure known as the Rebel Crusader, who disappeared after the Prelude War. Your mother. When she died, the Rune of Guardians disappeared, bringing great strife to Al-Hadar. That is, until it chose a new vessel to manifest in, Grey. Since he is already in a link, he cannot be used for the emblem. So, out of everyone here, you had the most potential to become one. As for you, Noir, you were the only one who had already contacted the power of the emblem directly. You used it and created wonders. Proof of that is the sentient tome, Avalon. Therefore, you were the most suited to become the conduit. There's always a catch, isn't there? You will both be cursed with eternal life. You will wander the land for as long as you are bound to the rune. And the final fate that will await you is the same as for dragons. A violent end, one way or another. If you do not die, you will degenerate, lose your mind, forget who you were. You could have told us earlier. I do not know if I had enough time left in this world. That is why I asked you to shoulder any responsibility, because in truth, I am Yep, we're screwed. It's an unidentified assault force. It's at most 10 minutes until they arrive. And they're coming from the air. How's that even possible? In a world full of Pegasi and dragons, that's what surprises you? But yes, your opponent is the Arcana horde, drawn by the rune's power. I'm afraid we will have to resume this conversation later. Alright, but you better tell us what's going on. Tomorrow is a hope, not a promise, said a wise man. But remember this. To face the Arcana horde, you need the rune's power. If you underestimate them, they will destroy you. Is it telling me I need to be promoted because I used frickin' Junifruit on Shores and Noir and I don't want to waste those levels? We'll see. So, I wonder if Hermes is just... Oh, never mind. I was about to say I wonder if he's permanently gone, and then there he is. So, I keep losing units, so I don't know who to bring anymore. Because who do I have right now? I'm assuming all the people I want. And then +1. I mean, I don't have to bring another, but it's an option. Yeah, there's nobody I really care about. So I could focus on supports, like... Since Noir no longer has an ace port, with Cecil dead, her only ace port option now is Blaze. Oh, or Jaeger. Because apparently I should be getting him soon. Well, I don't know about soon, but at some point. Who else is lacking an ace port? Oliver, but I'm working on him with Bray very slowly. Elizabeth. Could bring Walker or Lewis, maybe. I don't really care to, though. Let's be honest here. Josephine needs an ace port. Oh. Oh, wow. She's suffered the most out of everybody. Jesus Christ. Well, she literally cannot ace port. Unless more deaths happen. Now Hermes is ace. No, he's not ace ported anymore. But he's not gonna get anybody else. Sorry, dude. So yeah, I guess I can bring Blaze for Noir, and a lot of people have talked about how good Blaze is, and I was like, yeah, I'm sure you're not wrong, but I don't care. That's not true. I wasn't that harsh about it. I just wasn't gonna bring him before, but now I have a reason to. Okay, so I can definitely give out some Hopland shields to people. I don't know who those people will be. Also, I need to dole out some stat boost stuff. So hold on a second. They're both tied in HP now. That's funny. Oliver getting more HP wouldn't be horrible. And Mithra. You might not be a bad choice. Yeah, hold on a sec. Let's put your iron sword away for a second. I have 3 to give, so one of them's gonna go to Rose. Who else was I thinking about? My healers, I think. Even though I don't really have them take damage that much because, well, that'd be stupid to have them take damage, obviously. More HP wouldn't be a bad thing. What did I take off of you? Thimble, Vator. And then Mithra. Let's put this torch away, because you probably don't need it anyway right now. I really hope. Okay. So, Angelic Robe's done. I want to check the map. It's not Fog of War, right? Because Lord knows I frickin' hate Fog of War. Oh, this is interesting. Do a lot of you have, like, nukes? Nuke tomes? I'm fumbling with the controls. Okay, let's go back to items. I want to try to be fast about this, because I'm already, like, half an hour in, and we're not doing anything yet. Anyway, so I have a lot of res to give. So let's figure out what I want to do with that. Noir might not be a bad choice. You might not be a bad choice. As in 0. Gray is not a bad choice. Rose is not a bad choice. Hermes isn't a bad choice just because he's so weak to it. In fact, let's put away the Philly shield for a sec. I'm gonna pump him with some, even though it only gives 2, so it's not like I can really negate his weakness that much. Especially if I want to give other people some res, and I do. Let me check his defense and strength. He's maxed on both, so he's settled now. Take the Philly shield back, we're good. I don't really think you need any... I mean, you could benefit from the resistance, but like, you have decent growths. I don't think you really need it. Who gets strength? I haven't looked at that. Oh yeah, we want to give him some talisman for sure. At least 1. Don't need you dying to that stupid stuff. In fact, I'll give you 2. Just like Hermes. Okay, feel a little bit better about you. I think I wanted to give Rose 1. Honestly, I might give her defense unless I feel better about it with someone else. Did I have another resistance recipient? 0 or maybe Noir, even though Noir doesn't really need all the boost. I mean, 0, I usually use him to not take damage with all his range and whatnot, so I think, even though Noir is going to be busted, I know, and this is probably a waste, I will give the last one to her. And then I had a javelin on her, right, okay. So finally, I need to give strength to someone. Someone that would actually benefit, you know? Honestly, I think I'll choose Gray. His strength is already high, but he also has a really high cap. And I don't really feel like there was anyone else I was feeling more. Like Noir, yes, but when do I ever use the lance with her? So, it might be dumb. Whoops. But it's going to you. And then finally, defense. Maxed, probably pretty good. Could use. You're a mage, so I shouldn't have you taking physical damage. Honestly, could use on you. So, I was leaning towards either Rose or... Rose or Schwarz? I'd rather just give it to Rose then. Sorry, Schwarz. What am I looking for again? Why can you use Shadow Shot? Excuse me? Can anybody use Shadow Shot? Oh, literally the Dragon Shield I passed a million times. Okay, we're done with stat boosts. Now it's just inventory. I would love for her not to be able to take crits, so... Poplin Shield on you. And who else? Like, maybe you, but your luck's already pretty good, and I feel like that kind of negates that stuff, a little bit at least. Maybe Gray, but he's good at dodging, so I don't know how much I actually have to worry about it. I don't know if you really need the Axe Reaver that much, or even the Killer Lance. I need to give Blaze some stuff. Let me do that before I forget. Blaze can use, like, literally everything except magic. So, Steel Blade. Silver Lance, put some range on you. Silver Axe. That's probably fine. I got distracted though. Who else did I want to give a shield to? Who do I not want getting crit? I mean, you're probably not a bad option, but like, I don't know. Again, I usually initiate you to like try to avoid damage too. So maybe put away Steel Sword and give you Hoplin Shield? Man, I don't know. This will be interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and save state it because, as you guys should know by now, I do that at the beginning of like every chapter. And I will continue to do so. And I guess, let me double check that we're all like pretty together and I don't need to mess with deployments too much. I mean, 0 up here is pretty good. I think we're solid with everything else, really? I will get started. If we can keep them off the ship, we'll have the advantage. Are you ready? Black Knights, move out! I'm really not ready, but it's fine. It's just some funky music. No, I'd rather attack one of these wyverns, to be honest. Can I not? Can you lock onto... Okay. Can't kill that one. Can't kill either of them. Cool. I guess in that case, we'll go for one of the things I could actually kill. Or maybe... Hold on. So I can hit this one and this one. Can't kill those either. Alright, so let's go for the one with more HP. Looked like HP, strength, magic, and like luck or something. I don't think I saw the last one very well. Oh, okay. They straight up can't get on the ship until they break the walls, so... Oh, but there are some on the ship too. I forgot about that part. Right. But like, can you not fly over anything? Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have her come forward because I can. It's been a while since she's seen combat, really. Looks like Lux Terra was the best, even though that's the S-rank tome, so that's why it's the best choice. Nice. That's not even a kill, though. I didn't even realize that she's so weak, or they have so much resistance, one or the other, that she couldn't even kill. She didn't have a support near her, though, so that's part of the problem. I guess you could help her out. I'm not opposed to that. Okay, so I could have her potentially go up for somebody else. Although there's, again, no guarantee she'll actually kill anybody. With how weak she is... I don't like referring to her as weak, but she doesn't hit very hard. It's just the crits. And she missed this one. What level is she, though? Oh, she's actually pretty... Oh my god. Elizabeth, why do you not get magic? You have 0.5% chance You don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get why you don't get these. So I guess the others I can send down because... Well, I might need them to back up Zero if these guys get close, but like, for now, I'll leave them back. I didn't give you the shadow shot. I'm an idiot. Okay, well, she can summon a Phantom, and then Phantom can distract, perhaps. Maybe even attack for me, we'll see. Undecided on what I want to do. Okay, I was hoping you could do that without taking damage. I can use the Brave Lance and you won't take damage, and honestly, I'm vibing with that choice. Or you'll just get your skill and crit to absolutely destroy this person. What does this guy have? Master Axe. High chance of crit, but joke's on you, you can't even crit me, idiot. Oh, you also just can't even hit me, apparently? I might not kill you, though. What is your sword experience, by the way? You're an A rank. I'll go ahead and use the steel sword just so she gets some weapon experience. It's kind of a bummer she didn't do more, but it's whatever. I don't really like the idea of using the Dragonstone either, but here I go. I mean, at the end of the day, I think there's like 30 chapters, so if this was 28, 27, I'm still like either way in endgame essentially, and I really need to stop being stingy. Okay, I'll let Hermes get a kill because he's also been out of the action for a long time. Also, F weapon triangles apparently. I don't even know if he's level 15. Not even close. That's not true, he's one away now. Honestly, speed's probably a good level for you since I think you're maxed on 2 things. Yeah. So I can't really complain about those levels. You might hear me complain anyway, but... Okay, let's see if she crits. If she doesn't, it's fine. She did not. I'm actually almost preferring that because I think Mithra can get the kill now. And that still leveled Josephine up. And she gets a new skill? And a really good level, honestly? Is that... Ready stance. +4 speed and defense when foe initiates. You know, I don't know if I really want that, because it just screws her over pretty hard if the enemy has advantage on her. But let me check everything else. So she's good against magic, which I kind of forgot about. I also forgot about this. This is like pretty nice, I guess. I feel like if I'm gonna get rid of anything, it would be Triangle Adept. Yeah. If this is a mistake, so be it. Why can't I select it though? Oh, because I'm in that. Okay, so anyway, as I was saying, I think, Mithra should be able to kill this. Are you both at 17? That doesn't really help me. Let's just have Noir go ahead and no durability kill this guy. Girl. Well, now I need to overuse Noir and Shores once again, just because I'd love to promote them. And I know I could do it now, but then I feel like I'd be wasting the Junifruit. So, anyway. Nothing else I can do here unless I want to put Shores on a block to have people come attack him, which, honestly, might not be totally against it. Although, does this target res, or... I assume that counts as magic. You know, hopefully he'll be okay with that. I didn't really check anybody else, because I'm stupid. And I also don't know if there's any, like, nuke staves and whatnot. Or these guys can get on Ballista. Didn't look at that. I did do this, though, and we're, like, out of range of everything. It's just the stav stuff I can't see if there are any. Maybe there just aren't any? I don't know. Oliver hasn't moved either. I guess you can come down here. And the Phantom hasn't moved either. Why could you attack? Oh, the wall. I don't know what to do with the Phantom. I don't know what he's going to distract, if anything. Wow, that was a lot of wall damage already. These walls aren't going to last very long, that's for sure. Oh, he already... Uh-oh. Oh, he went the other way. You fool! Not really, Zero's kind of in trouble. Okay, they might go after Hazel now. I don't know where they'll be able to reach. They did not go after Hazel. Hopefully you don't hit a 28. I prefer not taking damage. And then killing. Classic combo, am I right? Wow, I forgot the monsters are a great experience. That's probably pretty good, because I'm sure you're maxed on most things. Watch out, Oliver. I probably shouldn't have put you there, honestly. Reinforcements? An Apocalypse Knight? My voice kind of gave out. Guess Caleb was right about Weiss holding the shard all along. Okay, what the hell is an Apocalypse Knight? I'm assuming a tier 3 class. Extremely deadly wyvern knights who defy death itself by sustaining themselves on the fallen's quintessence. I mean, you're not that scary, I hope. He has Gale Force, that's good to know. Although hopefully he never defeats any of us. He could defeat a Phantom, though. I'll have to try to remember that. Because using a Phantom as bait for that guy would probably be a strategy I employ, and that could get me in trouble. Okay, I'm a little worried about Zero. Okay, this guy can't go too far, so we're gonna run away over here. And I could exit, but I'm not going to. What are my other options here? I'd love to kill those guys, but that's not happening. Let's kill this one. I wish Zero had Gale Force, that'd be pretty cool. Okay, I put the frickin' Phantom in like the worst place where he can't do anything, but that's my bad. I could potentially have Oliver go fight this eyeball, but first let's just see what it even looks like for him. Not horrible, or I could stay out of range with this and do that. I probably shouldn't have used my healer first. I maybe should have like let other people go and then maybe heal. Also, I didn't get any experience. The hell? Also, he can talk to Zero. I don't know why. I just noticed that. Anyway, what else do I do? This guy, I'm assuming, moved closer, but the wall's not broken yet, so like, what do you want me to do about it? This wall's broken, and we probably need people here. I guess until then, I'm gonna support build, because what the hell else do I do, you know? He just has a Sword Slayer, so I need a Lance. Short Spear, even. And hopefully you bait everybody, because you have that skill that baits everybody. And then I don't really know what I'm going to do over here. I don't know how to set up my units, really. Like, do I have Lowell and Rose try to hold this side? And then... Noir should be with Blaze, I guess. Elizabeth, I don't even know. Hermes can't do anything this turn, but I'll move him closer. If I'm not careful, lots of people can come hit me, or the people I move, so... Like, I want to move, say, here, and just, like, attack this guy or something. Oh, well, maybe not. She could attack this guy and kill him, but then I just have to be careful about her, because other people can come hit her then. Well, specifically that Wyvern Knight if I don't get rid of anybody else. Not bad, I guess. I mean, defensive stats are good. So, yeah. It wasn't bad. Myself. Wow, she can't even kill him in one thing. One double. Unless she crits like that. Some of these people aren't giving me experience, though, and that kind of pisses me off. I want experience. I don't know why I'm actually... Well... Okay, Angel will have to dance Hazel, so... I think I will move Shores here. And... go for the one that has less of a chance of hitting me? No crit or skill, Shores? Pretty cringe that you didn't get those. No experience. I don't like that at all. Hopefully Sei could take a hit if they go after her, and I honestly don't know why they wouldn't. Ooh, or I can just dance her out of the way, but then that would put Angel in danger, so maybe that's not gonna happen. Can I Blaze Knife you to death? Yes. Oh, she got the skill that I don't remember what it's called, but let's her go again. Okay, well, I didn't really think ahead about these guys because, again, I'm stupid, but none of them can reach him, so it's really just this that I don't like, because they can Brave Sword Sei, and even if they didn't Brave Sword Sei, they could Brave Sword, anybody else they want. I don't know what I'm trying to say, man. I think my best option, honestly, might be this. Put Hermes in front of Sei, or rescue Sei? Yeah, you know what? Rescue Sei, move away, do some sick rhymes. And then since Angel got her skill to go again, do this. And, so what is it that can hit me? Just a Brave Sword? So, I'll go ahead and put Hermes in that range with, yeah, the lance, and we'll go ahead and drop Sei down. Alright, that side's done, and then just Josephine and Mithra, who I don't really know what to do with, honestly. Mithra, honestly, these two could probably stay here with Lowell and Rose. Yeah, maybe I should have moved down there. Hi. They might be able to fly into zero now. It's possible. Don't know for sure, but it's possible. They did not. They went after Shores, I guess because they can do potentially 24 damage, but now potentially 12 damage. Damn it. If I get Aether, though, which didn't happen. But if I get Aether, though, which didn't happen, I would have healed up, and it would have been great. I'm also probably going to end when we get back to the player phase, which is going to be pretty quick. Once all these people stop moving around. Zero probably needs help. I don't know if I can provide it for him. Oh, Noir? The amount of enemies is utterly insane. We need to do something about it. If only we could get reinforcements now. Oh boy. Noir? What the hell was that for? It works half the time, okay? Just leave me alone. Oh, okay. It's just, comedy. I didn't know, like, if Jaeger was gonna show up or something, but, you know, this is fine too. Or, like, maybe something could have shown up there, but I, like, did things wrong, so nothing happened? I don't know. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. 37 enemies to get through. Hopefully I can do that next time. But anyway, thank you guys so very much for watching. If you made it this far, I'm assuming you enjoyed the episode, so consider leaving a like and subscribing to join the Small Crit Club, and I will see you all next time. Bye!